Hello, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Candice Sanderson, and I have a question. Did you get a chance to watch any of my other two YouTube channels? Recently, in an episode, actually episode 36 of Spiritual Conversations, Carrie Palmer and I discussed spiritual journeys. Now, you'll see the links to both of these other two YouTube channels in the description below, or you can find them on my website, CandiceSanderson.com. But after Carrie and I recorded this episode, the messengers kept nudging me to say more. So thus, this episode. Many people are on a spiritual path, and many are seeking wisdom and knowledge from a greater source. But how do you get on that path? Do you actively search it? Does it find you like mine did when I was driving to work one morning? Here's my theory, with some help from the messengers. We are all on a spiritual path, whether we know it or not. As we traverse Earth School 101, we are on a path of learning. We may not recognize it in real time. In fact, we may not ever recognize it, but it doesn't mean that it's not true. To me, it's like the connection to the non-physical realm of spirit, of energy, to that dimension where our angels and our guides reside. Often that energy is subtle, it's soft, it's quiet. In fact, it's usually so subtle that those energy frequencies guide us most of the time without us even realizing it. But for those who do realize it, that gives you the chance to take fuller advantage of it. First of all, just knowing that something greater than yourself guides you, that's a wonderful first step. Just embracing that knowledge allows you to step into this realm of possibilities. Isn't it just possible that our guides and angels surround us? Isn't it just possible that our loved ones who have passed are dropping in to see how we are? Ask yourself, isn't it just possible that the dream we had last night has some meaning for us? Yep, that's how it starts, by opening to the possibility that there is so much more to life than what meets the eye. I like to think of this as a crack in the door. It allows light from the other side to pierce that darkness and the density of our 3D world. It's a beginning. It's a way to light our path for us. So if you've reached this level on your spiritual path, then wonderful, bravo, fantastic. You've just tapped into those frequencies of magic that can enrich your life beyond measure. It often starts this way with baby steps. It takes withholding judgment. It takes withholding ego. Get that out of the way. But take yourself back, for example, to childhood. Do you remember the magic that was there? Playing with the neighborhood kids. I remember flying across the yard like Wonder Woman. Maybe you were like Superman, zooming across the cosmos. Maybe you're in a spacecraft. That's the kind of framework that allows the magic of the non-physical realms to enter. You see, I truly believe that we are all on a spiritual path, but how far we travel is up to us. So what can we do to foster this? How can we speed up this path to enlightenment? The messengers have been telling me for years that you don't have to try so hard. It's not a matter of study, of worship, or devotion. Certainly those things can add wisdom to your life, but it's not a requirement. I found this hard to swallow. In fact, in college, I pushed myself to make straight A's, and that wasn't even enough. I wasn't satisfied to just get an A, but I had to make the highest grade in the class. Not only that, I wanted to make the highest grade in the history of the class. So imagine how disappointed and surprised and more than a little bit upset when I learned that I really didn't have to work so hard. No, it's the opposite that's true. When we entered this 3D life system, we're on a path of, I don't know, discovery. But what we discover is up to us. We can choose to delve deep into a field of study to help humanity. We can become scientists, poets, architects, teachers. We can become parents, spouses, community leaders. We sometimes learn that discovery might mean going within, learning to listen to the wisdom of our hearts. Once you tap into the wisdom of the heart, your life changes. Your perspectives change. Maybe what was important in the past isn't so important now. There are things that happen in our life that might catapult us off this comfortable path that we're on. Then there becomes this rearranging, and we realize what we thought was important, well, maybe it isn't so important now. Look at where we are now. I am recording this in April 2021. Look at us now versus where we were just over a year ago when the COVID pandemic hit. Life has changed. Perspectives have changed. But this has given us an opportunity to really look at our lives, to inventory what's important. It has been a time for growth for many, learning to shift our priorities. It's led many of us to seek a path of wisdom, to seek, I don't know, a more spiritual way of life. Thus, we have come full circle. Are you seeking a spiritual path, a different path? Are you searching for meaning to life? If you're seeking to find something greater than yourself, take a deep breath. Know that there is wisdom, and that wisdom lies within. That's the first step, to know, to really know that you are more than your physical body. The next step is trust. Trust and allow these words of wisdom into your awareness. Learn to quiet your mind. Ask to remember your dreams. Then keep a recording device like your phone or even a pad of paper and a pencil next to your bed. Another step is to ask for signs. And when you get those signs, make sure that you give thanks. Let your higher self, your guides, your soul, your angels, your spirit, whatever words you want to use to describe that, let that guide you. It already is guiding us. So simply tap into the wisdom of your heart so you can recognize this guidance, so you can hear this guidance. It starts off subtle. Intuition is often a very gentle nudge. Pay attention. Learn to breathe deeply. And as you do, breathe within your heart space. I've had people, email me and say, okay, great. What do you mean? How do you do that? Well, it's simple. Results follow beliefs. Believe and know that your heart is what connects us to the non-physical world of guidance. It's like a portal for us. So as you breathe, bring the awareness of your breath into your heart, and then smile as you breathe. And you're connecting these beautiful energies. Know that you are where you need to be. Know that you are love, you are wisdom, and you are connected to all that is. Know that by silencing your mind, you can start listening to the words of wisdom that will shine a light on your spiritual path. Be ye one with spirit because you are. You are enough. You are love. You are part of all that is. In fact, you are all that is. So I want to thank you for now. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and my other YouTube channels. I thank you so much for subscribing and for sharing this video. Until next time, my mantra for this year, 2021, is to be kind. We all know that kindness matters. When you're kind, you spread those beautiful frequencies to those that are around you. So until next time, goodbye.